So let's talk about my experience with the M1 Mac Mini for the first week. Now, I'm just going to jump right in. No fancy B-roll. I just want to have a little quick conversation with you guys just so you can kind of know how it's been going for me within this first week. Now, one of the first things that stood out to me about the Mac Mini is the actual speed. Now, doing videos on YouTube and, rendering them on the actual iPad, it's been pretty simple and pretty easy using LumaFusion, but I have been able to enhance my workflow by pushing like my finished, kind of sort of finished product over to a project over to the Mac Mini, and I've been able to render faster on the Mac Mini. And one of the things that I've noticed about my workflow is that while that's happening, I have, like I said earlier, been able to still utilize my iPad for other things, because when I'm using my iPad and I go to upload a video or I'm rendering a video, you really can't do anything else on the iPad, because if you try to, swipe out, the rendering process will stop, or if it's uploading to YouTube, it seems like it times out. So what the Mac Mini has allowed me to do is to be able to multitask better than what the iPad has to offer. Now, I know some of you probably saying, hey, do you have an M1 iPad that has the split screen multitasking and all of that, view and all of that? No, I have just the standard iPad Air 4 with no M1 chip, so I can't take advantage of all of those extra multitasking features. So having the M1 Mac Mini, it has been able to allow me to actually multitask way better than I was able to do on the iPad Air 4. It wasn't even really that many challenges that I had coming from Windows and my iPad to the Mac Mini, except for maybe the controls and trying to get used to like the command key and some of the shortcuts and stuff like that, which is what I've been learning. But I haven't had that many challenges. It seems to work really, really fast. It's very efficient. And one of the other things that I noticed is that it's a very, very smooth experience. And one of my favorite things, and this I'm finna tell you right now, this is my favorite thing about the M1 Mac Mini. If you don't hear me say anything else about my number one favorite thing, this is it right here. My favorite thing about the Mac Mini is how fast it actually boots up. It seems like if I turn my Mac Mini off completely, shut it down, if I press the button to turn it on, it comes on so fast. My Windows PC used to, it took a while for it to load. I always used to say that it's thinking. A lot of stuff will be popping up and so forth, but it seems like with Mac OS and with the Mac Mini, it seems like as soon as you turn that button on and you hear that little chime, it just instantly comes on. And it's like that right there alone is one of the main reasons why I'm so glad right now that I did switch over to the Mac Mini. I downloaded Final Cut Pro, and I have been using Final Cut Pro trying to practice. I downloaded the trial version. It gives you 3 months free, and you get full access to the whole complete app or whatever the case. So what I'm going to end up doing is once that free trial is up, I'm just going to go ahead and get it anyway, but I just wanted to jump in it and test it out. And so far, so good. Final Cut Pro runs really, really well on this M1 Mac Mini. It is a steep learning curve coming from LumaFusion, but at the same time, I have been practicing and trying to get better on Final Cut Pro. Now, I have been running LumaFusion on the Mac Mini, and it's been running really, really well. It's been, to me, faster than the iPad, even though it's an iPad app and it's optimized for the iPad. I feel like on the Mac Mini, it is a little bit faster, and it renders the videos way faster than it does on the iPad. 100% hands down. So I highly suggest, if you guys are running LumaFusion right now on your iPad, but you do have a Mac Mini, I promise you, start using it on the Mac Mini. Start pushing your project over to the Mac Mini and finishing it up on the Mac Mini. And it also will allow you to do other things on your iPad. But as far as the learning curve is concerned, guys, I feel like I am adjusting really well. I haven't had like a full-on dedicated day or two consecutively to just really dive into it. I'm kind of off and on, so I'm touching it. Then I got other things I have to do. Then I come in and I try to get a little bit of time on it. But then I have other things to do. But it seems like this weekend coming up, I'm going to try to dive in and just really get into the nooks and crannies of the Mac Mini so that I can really understand Mac OS. Soon as I open it up out of the box, just to give you a heads up, I did get an update, which I thought was actually pretty cool, and the update went pretty fast, so that was a plus. Overall, man, the aesthetics of the Mac Mini, everything about the Mac Mini right now, currently, I am overly impressed with, and I am really enjoying the way that it runs, how smooth it is, how quick it is, and just how efficient it is. I can actually put it in sleep mode, and I can come back, and as soon as I move the mouse, everything just pops right back on so fast. It's it's just a quick machine. As far as my Bluetooth and stuff like that, I know when the Mac Mini first came out, people were talking about Bluetooth issues. I have had no Bluetooth issues with my mouse and or my keyboard, or even my One Audio headphones that I like to use as well. No issues whatsoever there. Everything connected really well, easy. And as soon as I pick them up, turn them on or whatever, move my mouse, touch my keyboard, it instantly syncs up. I mean, it has to blink a couple seconds so it can, power on. But other than that, No issues, no disconnecting or anything like that. Now, I know it's been about a week and I know I haven't had so much time with it, but I just wanted to bring you guys into my experience and how it's been working for me for this past week. I will leave you guys with this. If you are on the fence about switching from a Windows PC to a Mac Mini, I'm just going to go out on a limb right now and just tell you to go ahead and do it. I promise you, you will not look back. Now, that does not mean that you won't have a Windows PC in the future, because I know a lot of people like Windows PCs so that they can go out and do a lot of gaming and so forth and so on, right? But let me tell you right now, this Mac Mini, or the Mac OS in general for me within this first week, has really shown me the difference between Mac OS and like a Windows PC, whether that be speed, efficiency, just the aesthetics, how it look, how smooth it is. It's just been, to me, running like a dream. So I kind of want to see what this Mac Mini is going to do and what it's going to look like in the years to come, maybe 2, 3, 4 years from now. Is it going to slow down? Is it going to start having issues because of, OS updates and so forth? But for right now, this thing is really, really giving me exactly what I was looking for in a PC. So hopefully you guys have found this video to be helpful. I will come back and give you guys another update. I probably do it every 3, 6, 9, and then up to 1 year. So that way we can kind of see how my transition has been going and how, I've been moving with the Mac Mini and if I've been getting better with using it. So we can kind of unlock more and more things of what I'm starting to learn about this machine. All right. So if you found this video to be helpful to you in some way, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit that like button so that the YouTube algorithm can be nice to this video. It's been your man Jay, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.